It's too early to think of an intro. Let's get into it. All right, this week we've got PDN versus Steven. PDN wins the lag, on to rack 1. All right, PDN to break rack 1. Here we go. Three ball goes down. Cue ball stops. This is an interesting match. At some point during this match, I actually break my cue. I don't even know when it happens because I don't realize it happens until the following week. That'll be the next match that I record today. I should note my cue is already broken. It's been rebuilt. I had to get the core redone. I broke it near the joint in the handle. Shaft is fine. So it's already been rebuilt. Nice little breakup there. It's already been rebuilt. I tapped the table with it at one point. Didn't realize it broke. And yeah, it becomes apparent. Just stroke is just really, really awkward. It felt weird. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with my stroke. I didn't do great in practice on this day, but not as bad as I was getting results. I don't even know when. Honestly, when I scrubbed this to add the score, I couldn't even see when it happened. It might already be broken. So I have since ordered a cheap replacement, but until I can scrounge the money together to get a worthy cue, who knows, I might just end up playing with the cheap replacement, but I needed something that fits my unilock shaft, so I ordered Lucasi. Steven's going to be shooting that 9 all the way up the table. Steven's actually a good player. He's been having a bit of a slump lately, and I think it shows in this match, but he's pretty solid 5. He'll put together some runs, but his misses were pretty apparent. Don't know how adjusted he was to this new cloth and the rails. I absolutely love this table. I was really, really bummed that I couldn't utilize it for everything that it was. Nice little breakout there. I think I'm going to try to roll up, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this 2-ball here. That's what I just went and looked at. 2-ball doesn't pass the 13 over here, but it looks like I'm just going to try to roll up with this 4. Nope. Try to go around it. I'm gonna leave myself a bank. And try to make the 4 across the table. Up this way. Into the 11. I think I just showed you what I end up doing. I don't remember what I do with this ball. I don't think I make it. Ah, there we go. I make the 11, tie up his 14, try to leave him nothing. I hit too much of that 2-ball. I actually wanted to leave it over here where it was actually makeable. Hit it a little thick. I was aiming more at the 11 at that point. It was whatever. It was a bad shot. Makes his 12, avoids the scratch. Cloth is super fast. Rails are really responsive, not overly responsive. It's It's nice, man. All right. See what he's gonna do with this one. Makes his 15. Bump off the 7. Pretty helpful. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and go for this 9 ball now. I'm not a super huge fan of going for the 9. He needs something to get rid of the 14. He could leave the cue ball here somewhere and try to play this shot, break it up. Misses his shot and scratches. The runtime on this video is 1 hour 31 minutes, so we're gonna see how much I can edit out of this. I got a feeling it's gonna be a lot. I right now am trying to run into the rail down here, and what I'd like to do ideally is come here and hit the backside of the 2 so I can move the 14 away from it. That ball slides on the new cloth, and I catch way up here instead. I didn't take into account the new cloth, and that was my bad. Really have enough of the 2 ball to actually get there on it. Probably could play slow roll into the 2 and put the cue ball back behind the 8 ball that was over here. Probably would have been a better shot. I knew as soon as the ball slid on that last contact that I had made a mistake and should have thought that one through a little better, but plays that one really well. Ends up with a really good angle here. He's just got to put a little bit of draw and a bit of left on it. Unfortunately, he's going to be reaching with the bridge. I liked on that previous one for him to just draw the cue ball back out to here so he could reach it a little bit and play it that way, but see how he plays with the bridge. He does have options here. He can run this, but it looks like he's got enough angle here where he can hit this with top right and get behind the 2 and play it up this way. He goes in front of the 2. It's a really tough shot. Just misses it. This is just a pretty cut and dry play on this 2 ball here. When I hit that, there was a little bit of left movement, but not enough for me to miss the shot that bad. I don't know if I spun it. I know I put a little bit of inside on it, and there's a possibility I hit it with just enough speed to mass it a little bit, but I still, yeah, that was a bad shot. He makes it. He's on the board, 1-0, and we are in trouble. 5-2 race now. All right, Steve to break rack 2. Like a 4 ball went down. All right, let's see what he's going to do with this 2 ball here. Misses his 2 ball. Whirls out into a somewhat favorable spot for me. We missed the 14. I'm feeling in my arm. Something just feels off. I don't even know. Just one of those days, man. Your stroke just isn't working. Alright, he drains his 2-ball. Left himself a look on that 7-ball still. He was just explaining to me that he had his phone in a pocket that he normally doesn't keep it in, and it bumped him while he was trying to get down on the ball. So he's going for the 6 on the side. Comes up a little bit short. Alright, 14 on the side. Rolling out for the 12 in the side. Wanted to come up a little bit steeper, but it's okay. Still playable. I'm going to try to run this one forward just a bit. Play the 11 in the same side and run it up for the 9. So we're just going to try to get some motion up the table. I am worried about the 15, 13. That's why I'm taking a look at it now. I've got to figure out how to get back on it from the 9. I need to possibly be over here if the 13 goes. Or get back behind it. I'm certain the 13 goes this way. And I missed that shot. Move his 6-ball. Just changed my plan. Well, that probably actually would have worked. I mean, I came into a good spot here with the 10. I could have just gone around, you know, and been up here, but he goes for a safety, tries to tie me up on my own ball. I was trying to park that anywhere over here. Anywhere over here, and all I'm leaving him is a couple really tough cuts. Just hit it just a hair too hard, that's all. Alright, makes a 6, holds the ball for the 5. Gonna play this 5 up the rail. Misses a shot. I was actually gonna say he's got these 2 here to hold the ball, so he doesn't need to worry about the 3 so much. It's naturally gonna roll into those. If he could have thought about that, then he could have focused more on making his shot. He gets a good leave though. He leaves me in a tricky spot. I can't see my 9-ball. I think the only shot I have at this point is a 15 into the side, and I've got to get around traffic if I'm going to do anything. I don't get around traffic, I bump into the 10-ball. Now here, I wasn't trying to bank the ball, I was actually just running the cue ball all the way up the table trying to create some separation, and I wanted to leave the 10 near the pocket, which I did, because I can now block his 3-ball. If I had made it, I probably would have used the 9-ball to set up another safety, but really didn't feel like making it was going to be a possibility there for me. At this point, I have to say my confidence is waning. He makes his 1 ball, messes up his 5 ball. That was an unfortunate roll for him. I've missed a couple really easy shots and overshot a safety by a bunch, so my game changes a little bit here, and I've got to switch more to a defensive style of play, which is something you should always do. And you'll see it a lot in professional events too. You'll see somebody that's just known to be a shot maker. Suddenly they just pull up the e-brake and start going defensively, and it's because their confidence is lacking. He lines up on a weird side of the 5 ball here. He wasn't going to get away with anything anyway because my 10 ball's there. Even if he parks it here, I've got a pretty easy combo, or I mean pretty easy bank, and that I can carry him off the 5. The pocket is huge if he leaves the 5 right in front of it like he was trying to. So that really wasn't going to work out too well for him. Just making sure that my 8 ball passes the 3. It does a little. With this 9 ball here, I've got a couple options. I can either just play a run to here, or I can draw it back up and play it past the side pocket. Don't want to flirt with the side pocket, so I just run it up nice and easy. That was part of my thinking as to why I was looking to see if the 8 ball goes this way, because I have a slightly better angle to play a natural roll out to here than I do to try to get to this side of the ball from where the 10 is there. I way overhit that ball. Way overhit it. He insisted on marking pockets. I don't really have a pocket marker because I'm used to not doing it, so. Glasses case. Now these pockets have been reduced to 4 1/4, and that 5 ball is blocking about 1/3 of the pocket, so. Could have done better than that. That was such a bad shot. Leave himself a tough 3 ball. One thing I always say that you've got to keep in mind, it's really hard to hold a cue ball off of 1 rail. That was a very unfortunate hit for him. Well, he leaves me the 8 in the corner. Here we go. Alright, I tied it up 1-1. We got a 4-2 race now. Still not feeling good about my shot, but on to rack 3. Here we go. Alright, PDN to break rack 3. Cue ball off the table. I went for a little bit of pop on that break. Popped it right off the table. All right, he's got a target. Looks like it might be the 12 ball. Yep. That's his first time looking at the 11 ball, so I don't think he knew it doesn't really go. Plays 9 on the side. He's rolled up for the 10 if he wants it. If the 15 passes the 7 here, which I'm not sure it does, it makes a good ball to get the 14 out. So I like going for the 10 here. If it doesn't go, I like shooting 13 here and coming down this way with the cue ball. Misses his 10 ball. Shoot the 2 ball, hold it. I don't know if I held it for the 7 there. I think I might have. Or ball, whichever one that was. This 5 ball runs the cue ball towards the 8. The 8 is in no danger of going in. It's actually going to break these up, so it works well. Just roll it with a little bit of follow. I jump my head up in the air. Was a bad shot. Body movement. Stupid. Misses his 10 ball again. Pockets are tighter. Looks like I'm gonna try to cut this 6 ball. Giving it some thought, changing my plan. Maybe I'm not. My confidence is bad right now. Missed my 6 ball, ran the 5 into the 8, created some separation between the 8 and the 2 ball. Might get a chance to look at this table again since this 11-1 problem is here. 2 and the 4 are giving me trouble this time. I gotta revisit my settings for my exposure. Looks a little bright. Finally gets his 10 ball to drop. He's trying to decide between his shots over here. I'm not really sure which one of these I like at this point. I kind of like rolling up for the 14. Make the 14 roll up, play the 15 down this way. You're gonna get stuck hitting it anyway. You can't do anything with the 11 from there. So you just want to kind of roll that one up a little gentler and leave yourself closer to that 15. Drilled that 15 ball though. This is going to be a tough one for him to get on. Yeah, that was a difficult one. I hate having to shoot this 2 ball here. 2 ball is a great ball to get on that 1. I also need to break up the 3 though, so if I can make this ball kick towards that 3, then it should be worth it. I miss it. I go around it all. I play it off like I was just trying to play shape on the 6 because the shape is so good. I was trying to hit that 3 ball out of there. That one a little light, but it was pretty ambitious to try to get a cue ball right here. I am thinking now that if I put just a bit of draw on this shot and play it on the side, I can get the cue ball to go into the rail and come into this. I miss everything. Hoopski in the 3-ball. Throw my hand up to apologize because it feels dirty. I get that? I missed it. So it looks like my only option here is to go safe. So I run this up. I'm trying to lock the 5-ball to it. I mean, close enough, I guess. But I wanted to lock the 5-ball to it so I could take away one of his kicks at this 13. And I still want to leave the 5-ball in this area because, like I said earlier, this area right here is where you need a ball to break up the 1 ball from the 11. So if I can leave the 5-ball in that area and manage to get ball in hand, then I can definitely move the 1 ball away from the 11. Uses the mirror method to figure out this kick. Moved his chalk a couple times, not really sure, but yeah. In the APA, you can use a piece of chalk on the rail to line up your shot. You can't mark the table, but you can leave a piece of chalk and target it. So right now I'm just trying to figure out the speed that I need to hit this to kind of keep the 1 ball playable. We're just going to drive this into the 11. I hit the 11 square on the face, which was nice. Now this is, I hit it a little too hard, so we got a thin one here. So I am looking at anywhere in here. If I can put that cue ball anywhere in here, then I should be able to make the 8 ball. So I'm going to try to play this 2 rails and park it over in that space. We're going to use the 3rd rail, come off of it, and boom. All right, 8 ball down. PDN is up 2-1. Still 3-2 race though. On to rack 4. All right, breaking rack 4. Nothing drops. I'm having some issues with cue ball control on the break right now. I tried to take some speed off and pop it on the last one, and I ended up popping it off the table. So I went back to hitting it with a little bit of force and missed the center of the head ball. All right, looks like he's... I can't tell which one he's going for. Maybe the 11? Yes, the 11. Rolls out really nice for the 15. Actually has a good angle to draw it back into this 6 ball. Looks like he's thinking about the 9 ball though. Play his 9 ball all the way up, hold for the 13. Makes it. Has a really good shape here to play this 13. A little bit of pocket cheatage, and he can get this cue ball to come out here for the 10. Doesn't want to be straight in on this 10 though. Really doesn't have a whole lot working anymore. After these 2 balls, he's stuck. You want to try to make some movement happen early in your rack. You don't want to leave your breakups for later because you might not even have a ball to get back to them. He might even consider shooting at this 10 ball now and using the 13 to get the 14 out of there. Wouldn't be a bad idea. But he goes for the 13. He plays it very, very light. Very cautious shot. Not sure what his plans are here with this 10 ball. Not a lot of safety options. I got balls everywhere, so... Looks like he tries to drive it up the table. But I double kiss it. Because I suck at pool today. I get really fortunate with the leave, though. I run it into the 1-6, leave him nothing. He can see the 12 ball only, and it's stuck to an 8 ball, so... Very, very lucky shot on my end. Very bad lucky shot. Breaks out the 8 ball. I don't have anything with this 1-6. I do have a 4 ball I can use to get to it over here. So if I get up top somewhere, I can draw into it. So I have a ball to make it happen. I just got to get back up the table to actually make it happen. I think I have to shoot the 5 ball here. Really awkward queuing. I'm not sure what I'm going for here. It looks like I'm going 4 ball and nothing afterwards. So I just took away my chance to break these balls up with the 4. Meanwhile, little fly is taunting me. What we're going to try to do here is just move this 5 ball and play a safety. He's not going to be able to get the 14 out. He doesn't have anything near it. So just move the 5 ball. I was trying to hide behind the 7. Didn't get there. A little annoyed with myself, but to be honest, that was actually a really tough shot. I mean, that's a very, very small window. I had the speed dead on. I just, the line was just slightly off. If I freeze that to the back of the 7 there, the only thing he can shoot at is the 14. And that's kind of what I was going there. I want him to get that 14 out of the way. Plays his 12 all the way up the table, draws back, leave himself a 10 ball. Makes his 10, leaves himself an edge of the 14. I'm not really sure what he was lining up for there, though. I would even consider not making that 10 ball and just leaving me tough so that I have to move it for him. He gets it out. I don't have a lot here. Pretty frustrating. 7 ball normally is a really easy shot for me, but you see how I'm shooting today. Just genuinely bad pool. Alright, he rolls out to a pretty uncomfortable spot with that 8 ball. He's got a weird back bank if he wants it. or a cut shot. The only good thing about this cut is that it looks like the 5 ball is protecting him from a scratch over here. Marks his pocket to bank it backwards. Almost puts the cue ball on the side. Played that one a little bit short. I'm trying to get a better spot on the 7. I wanted it to be slightly further out, so I had a good angle to bring it into these over here. From here, it's pretty tough. I'm gonna have to spin it a bit. If I had the cue ball over here, I could actually spin that a little easier. But here I'm hitting it thin and throwing a bunch of spin on it, so it's really easy to rattle this one. So I think I decided just to shoot a safety instead. Try to leave him about as far away from the ball as I could, have him shoot over the corner. Like I said, my mentality has changed quite a bit because my confidence, I mean, that 7 ball that I just missed on the previous shot was normally a very easy shot for me, and I just wasn't even close. I've played with warped house cues and done fine, so I really don't feel like it's the issue with the cue that was getting me. I just really feel like I got in my head early, made a couple bad shots, and I just stayed there. He has marked that pocket where he is, so looked like he was trying to play it off the 5 ball and back up the table. He succeeded in not leaving me anything. I got a couple really tough shots. I need to break up this 1-6, so what I'm looking at right now is a safety. If I can leave the cue ball tucked in behind the 1, he doesn't have anything. So I break up the 1-6, make it a little easier for me later. He can't get to it from there. So he's going to kick at this 8 ball into the bottom right corner. Misses his 8 ball. Now I got ball in hand. And this should really be light work for me. Oh, this shot. I'm playing near the little rubber thing on the side pocket. As I stroked into it, the rubber caught the side of the shaft. I'm so angry. I'm chastising it, beating it. Right as my cue started to flare up, I caught the edge of it and it just pushed the tip away. I go for a walk. That was frustrating. I played the shape on that 5 great, and that stupid pocket thing on the valley is so big. Miracle, he misses his 8 ball. I'm so done if I'm playing anybody else. He's just having a really bad time right now. I'm having a really bad time. The two of us are not putting up some good pool. And if I wasn't in my head already, believe me. I wasn't so much aiming at the shot right here as much as telling myself to get that last shot out of my head. I'm going to give him this 8-ball because I don't deserve to win this rack. Normally I'd make him shoot it, especially since he just missed a straight in one there, but I don't deserve this rack. So we're tied 2-2. He's on the hill. 3-1 race, on to rack 5. All right, rack 5, Steve to break. Scratches on his break, makes a stripe, I think. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and knock this 4-ball down. 7 is tied up to the 14, which I'm not a fan of, but I think I can get to move it out a little easier than I can the 14. I missed it. I was going for it there. Hit it a little bit too much in the face. Was trying to draw back into the 14. Tap it and leave the 7 over here. I'm angry, so I'm playing a little faster right now. Missed my 1 ball. Tied up the 14 and the 7 even worse. All right, looks like he's going to go for the 12. This is a 12 and I don't really have much to shoot at here. So I send the ball at the table, try to leave him where he's got nothing on this side of the table that he can shoot at. He's got a really weird combo, so he's going to have to take this 13 if he wants it. And I don't think he can get to anything else. I need him to move the 14 at this point because I've made it so bad. But I did move the 1 closer to where it needed to be. As predicted, he plays that shot where he doesn't have anything else to shoot at, so that part worked out. I mean, at least, you know, I'm thinking through the shots okay right now. I'm just not actually executing anything, which is really, really frustrating. My safeties are working. And my strategy is working, but my shot making is just garbage. Makes a really, really nice 10-ball shot all the way up the table. Nothing happens with the 14-7, unfortunately. He frees up his 9-ball. He actually is looking at kicking this 14 across the table right now. And he does a great job of it. So the good news for me is that my 7 is no longer tied up. The bad news is my 1 ball still is, so I need him to either move the 9 or let me get to it. I do have enough down there to actually move it though. He plays that one really well, gets out for his 9. I think he can actually see enough of it. I'm guessing he can't since he's going for the 11. Makes his 11. Almost makes that 9 ball. And would have rolled out perfectly for the 8. So we get some work here. We're just going to take this 2 ball, roll around, come out for the 5 if we can. I bump into the 9 instead, so I have to go up for the 6 up the table. I haven't been doing very well with these shots, but I'm trying not to think about it right now. I miss it. I get really fortunate here. I mean, he still has a makeable 9 ball, but the 6 is going to be in his mind on it at least. I'm moving a little bit in my shot, which is part of the problem, but the stroke just feels off. I was warming up before this match with a buddy of mine, and he's a 6. He's a strong 6, but I don't think I could put a rack on him. I just kept missing everything. So I was trying to make adjustments before this match even started, and wasn't going well. I get really fortunate there. He could actually see more of that 9-ball than I thought he could. And I think he could see more of it than he thought he could. So let's make this 7-ball and get going, yeah? I draw it out up the table just in case I miss the 7. I didn't want to stun it and leave it over here because he might be able to see the 9. I missed that ball. Missing a lot of balls. I'm really, really lucky that he's having a bad night because this match should be way over by now. Chugging coffee, waiting for him to pick a ball to shoot at. Almost gets there. Now you would think, with 3.5 ducks on the table, I would very confidently be going to the table and saying, alright, we're done. And normally you'd be right. I don't even draw that out well. I like the 6 to get on the 8 now, so we're going to make a change of plans here. We're just going to try to bring this cue ball out here. We're also going to stay down on our shot, and we're going to make this 1 ball. See, I'm lining up. Try to hit it around here and bring it up on this angle. Underhit it because I'm scared. It's still okay. Still workable. Alright, mark up this 8-ball on the side. And we're going to be left with a 2-1 race. Right. 8-ball down, and even that was ugly. I almost hit the right side of the side pocket. That was bad. Anyway, on to rack 6. Let's go. Alright, rack 6, breaking them up. A little bit off angle on that. I think I went for a tiny bit of a cut break on that break. Got some decent spread, tied up the 8-ball to the 1, which is unfortunate, way over here. But we did manage to make a ball. Looks like we made a stripe. And we're gonna have to figure out how to get that 8-ball out of there. And I think I try to do it right now. And I do. Trying to muscle that one in there. I think if I pocket speed that one, I might actually be able to get it to drop. I may have even been trying to hit the 2-ball for whatever reason because I didn't think it would go in. Who knows? Bad night. He's going to leave that 2-ball there because it's blocking me. He's checking to see if he can get to that 1-ball. Very fortunate that 15 is tying up this pocket over here, so that's nice. Makes a good shot on that 4-ball. If he feels that that 2-ball is doing him any good, he's going to leave it there. Looks like he's lining up for this 1. Makes his 1. Watch out, 6-ball. He juices that 1. Looks like he's going to try to bank this 6. Ends up blocking up my 9-ball pretty good. I'll just check to see if I can make the 9-ball all the way up the table going this direction, and it's off the rail just enough where I feel pretty confident that I won't miss it by any more than a foot. I'm going to try to play this to get any kind of shape that I can that really... Honestly, I should have played that to get up here, so I could play this ball over here correctly. Didn't play that well. Now we're gonna go for the 13 in the corner. We're gonna roll that with left spin, but it doesn't spin because I hit it poorly. I was trying to run it up to get behind the 9. So now we're gonna use 2 rails of shape to get back to the 9. I might actually have to use 3. This is a really thin cut here. I don't think I can bank this ball and get back to that 9-ball. So I might play for the bank if I do. So we bank it. And we play for the bank on the 9-ball. Shot selection is just all over the place right now. I hate going back over matches like this and looking at these and just seeing how terribly I chose everything. Don't think I was really even intending on making that. I mean, making it would have been great. I'm out if I do, but as bad as I missed it, it was a good place to miss it, you know? He goes to bank the 3 all the way back up the table. Got a pretty tough look at this 9-ball. It's kind of in the in-between zone. I can thin it this way and run up and down the table back for the 15. Or I can shoot it this way and try to draw it back over here and hold it for the 8. So I'm just looking at my different options right now to see what I have to do with it. I'm seeing if I draw it right now, if I can go around, how far it's going to go around. I could definitely draw this a lot lighter than what I choose. I went against taking it around and tried going back behind it. This would have been a terrible location for getting back on that 8-ball, by the way. I can't get around the 5. I would have to actually spin this and send it up here. Makes a good shot on a 6-ball. Avoids the side pocket scratch. I've got his 5-ball tied up pretty good, so I'm lucky. We're really depending on luck right now. My next video is going to be me playing 9-ball, which is good because I'm pretty burned out on 8-ball at the moment. 8-ball's a good game, and Sometimes I enjoy it. I've just been having such a really bad run of playing poorly at the worst possible time lately. He makes my 15 and leaves me a tough shot on the 9. I have not made any of these, and to make matters worse, I actually have to punch this one if I want to get on my 8 ball. So I've got to punch this with a lot of center ball and try to get this ball to come up the table. I can't draw it because I'll be drawing towards the side pocket or drawing way back here for no reason. So we're just going to try to punch this. I put a little bit of draw on it, punch it into the rail, managed to make it happen. For those of you who don't know what a punch shot is, it's really you're just trying to, like, my 90-degree line, tangent line is here. So you're just embracing the tangent line and making the ball go into its line a little harder. So there we go, I am now on the hill. It is now hill. Lucky me. Alright, PDN breaking rack 7. Got some balls that time. Decent break, decent spread. Not a whole lot to look at. I think the 4 ball's blocking me from anything up the table. 5 ball and 1, yeah. Like, great. Make one of each. Can't see anything. Alright, missed that one. Now he's got an even more open table. Alright, he finally decides on the 15 ball. Leaves himself a long 9 ball. He's got room here to bring this ball back around. Little bump on the 4. Might have saved me a bit. Alright. I'm definitely going to be able to cut a half hour out of this one. Makes us 13. This ball right here, just make this, put a little bit of stun on it, maybe a little bit of draw, just play it out. You got your 11 ball. Don't really want to go this way unless you're trying to pull the ball back into this area. He pulls it past it. Goes for the side pocket shot, leaves himself on the short rail. He's got a long way to go with this 11 ball. Misses his 11. My 5 ball comes off the rail. I've got a 7 ball that I can put in a side pocket, and that's about it. Got a long shot on a 5 that I'm queuing over the 6 ball to get to. So we're gonna take that one. We make it. It was pretty risky. If I miss that and leave the cue ball here, he just makes his 11 and the cue ball rolls up perfectly for his 8. I don't really like my look at any of these, so we're gonna shoot another safety. Alright, he used the mirror method again and marked his rail with his chalk. Makes contact, scratches. Puts my 7 in a tough spot, so I'm gonna have to change the way that I run this one out. Now this one's tough because I'm trying to figure out a way where I can get out to see another ball, but I also need to make this 7. So I decided to run it up for the 6, use the 3 ball as my key ball to get back on the 8. I couldn't see a way to really make that 7 and get out for the 1. If I drew it back too hard, I was going to hit the 3, send it up here. If I played it into the rail, I'd send it up here. Everything was going up here and running a little short. So I don't put enough spin on that. I put too much draw on it and not enough spin. So instead of spinning into the rail and coming out further, I drew it straight back and we end up short. So we go for another safety. I leave him a lot of distance, and the only shot that he has is up that way. It's going to be really tough to get on the 8 ball going that way. It's also going to be like impossible for him to hide the cue ball for me. He bumps into my 1 ball. Now here, I'm actually trying to hit this a little thick right here and send my cue ball up here. Because I can't really see. I could try to cut it into the side, but I don't have a great look at any shot after that, and I'm not feeling confident enough to even try it. So we're just trying to hide behind the 1 over here somewhere. I end up hitting it way thin, and I almost make that ball. I was not going for that. Just a hair thicker and I'm over here. The good news is I tied up that pocket. He's not making that 8 ball over there, and he's got a really, really thin cut on this 11. He bumps the 1 ball. So I'm gonna have to use the 4 ball to get back up to it. So I'm just checking to see how far in the pocket it is. I'm not really familiar with these rails yet and these corners, so I had to go take a look at it, make sure it was actually in the pocket so I could do either a rail first or bump by it. If it looked like it was stuck a little bit on the rail, so I had to go rail first into it and then come around. If it was in the pocket, like a little bit further over, I was just gonna bump it and come back up the table this way. I haven't been able to make one of these all day. This is also just going to be a little bit of a punch shot. Like I said, punch shot, that riding that tangent line. That's all. That one was maybe a little bit of top at contact, but I mean, you're talking like a quarter of a tip just to get it to drift forward. And there we go. I somehow win that one. So lucky. That was a tough one to watch, man. I'm sorry for those of you who made it this far in the video that you had to watch that. The good news is I stopped playing like that. And the better news is I should have a cue by the time I play 8 ball again, so I won't have to wonder what it is that's feeling so awkward in my hand. And yeah. Join me in the next one where we discover exactly how broken my cue is. And yeah, if you liked it, like it. You don't have to. This wasn't a very likable video. I get it. I got very lucky. If you have subscribed, thank you. If you haven't, I'm going to go ahead and record the 9-ball match probably today. So that one will be up Friday. This one's going to be up Tuesday. And until then, see ya.